Well, good evening. My name is Jeff Hooks. I want to welcome you to our Victory Nutrition International product and business overview presentation. It is Thursday evening, 9 o'clock Eastern. It is June 27th. Can't believe it's the last few days of the month of June, but we are very, very excited that all of you have taken time out of your busy schedule to plug into this information session. And really, on behalf of the entire VNI family, I want to welcome our leaders and emerging leaders that are plugged in from across the United States and Canada, and really want to extend a special welcome tonight to those of you that are listening in as guests, either to the live presentation or listening to this through a recording, a recorded link. And we're just very excited, again, that you've taken time out of your schedule to learn about Victory Nutrition International, or VNI for short. You're going to learn this evening about a very unique, groundbreaking wellness company that is redefining the nutritional sciences space and nutritional supplements in general, with some groundbreaking products, unprecedented scientific validation, and we're excited to share that information with you tonight. And in addition to that, towards the end of our information session, we're going to be talking about a very unique business model that's attached to our company and these products and our brand. And so if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of creating some positive change in your physical health is of interest, then you're going to be very interested, I believe, in the information that we're going to share tonight. And also, equally as important, if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of some positive financial change is of interest, then we're going to share some information that I think you're going to find compelling as well. And so we're in for a real treat tonight. We're going to be hearing, excuse me, from our founder and CEO. And in fact, he's going to be covering the company, the vision, the mission, where we've come from, our unique and proprietary products, and the science that backs these products. And so without any further hesitation, it is my privilege to introduce our founder and our Chief Executive Officer, Bill Downs. Bill, take it away, sir.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And screen share. And here we go. Put on the spectacles. All right. So, as Jeff said, we have an extremely unique company, and we have an extremely unique and interesting mission. Our mission is to assist people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. And you know what? The English language doesn't give us the ability to clearly define our distinct, unique superiority. I don't think I've ever been in a presentation where anybody said, we have low quality products, but please buy them because we want to make a lot of money. Everyone always touts the benefits of their products. The difference is that we provide the evidence. So I'm going to demonstrate in this presentation why we are distinctly unique and superior to what other companies claim. And in reality, we go to another whole dimension. We're the best of the best. But we want to stay humble because we're servants. In 1985, the dietary supplement industry spent or had purchases of about $4 billion that year. In 2012, that industry had purchases of $137 billion a year. By 2024, it's projected that expenditures in this industry for dietary supplements are going to go to about $240 billion. This is an amazing industry. Consumers are spending billions of dollars every year, and they're spending it primarily in supplements, in fitness, and for anti-aging, and that includes, by the way, organic foods. However, with all the money being spent, obesity and chronic illness are still on the rise. There are thousands of supplements in the market from which to choose. So how do we make a decision on which one to choose? How do we know which ones to take? How do we know if we're wasting the money that we make? Well, the most expensive nutritional supplement on the market is the one that doesn't work. And I'll dive into this a little bit deeper later. However, at this juncture, there are reasons that it doesn't work. Number one is digestive impairment. Digestive maladies are the number one most prevalent health problem in our culture. They're the number one reason for emergency room visits after accidents. They're the number one reason for doctor visits. They're the number one reason for over-the-counter market purchases, for over-the-counter meds. And they're the number one reason for prescription drugs for legitimate health concerns. Generic low-quality ingredients are used by the vast majority of companies in the industry. Certain companies sort of set the standard with premium quality ingredients, and then the vast majority of jump on the bandwagon type companies follow up with generic low-quality ingredients to keep their costs down and their profits high. Greed is the number one addiction of the human species. And then those same kinds of companies don't use enough of those ingredients, whatever ones they're using, to really deliver on the value proposition. And then therefore, because of the digestive maladies and all these other factors, the ingredients don't get absorbed into the bloodstream. So on January the 15th of 2014, V&I officially launched. My colleague Steve Kushner and I are the biochemists, formulators, and researchers that really wanted to do something different and pioneer a technology that would restore consumer confidence in products that really work. We have high quality products, premium quality ingredients. I was in the ingredient business for 24 years. Our products are first to market. They're also exclusive to V&I. There is nobody else on the outside is ever going to have V&I products. And they're validated by published clinical studies, which rely on our products rely on the advanced absorption technology. And you can look at our research at www.vniscience.com. In addition, I've been very fortunate and blessed to be able to put together a scientific advisory board. And we don't have a lot of people on our scientific advisory board, but we have a lot of intellectual capital, I'll put it that way. Our scientific advisory board, in addition to Steve Kushner and myself, which we're devoted to V&I science. Dr. Kenneth Blum is the father of psychiatric genetics, and especially nutrigenomics and neuroscience. He's the scientist that discovered the addiction gene and its association to alcoholism, and has published over 400 clinical studies on, validating the benefits of what we now have as brain reward technology. It's for reward deficiency syndrome, which that's a term he coined, and the brain reward cascade, which is another term he coined. Both the doctors Debashis and Manashi Bakshi are eminent scientists, again, with approximately 400 published papers to their credit. So I say we have over 600. I haven't bothered to go through and count them all, but it is a veritable plethora of scientific research. The Bakshis have sat on grant NIH, National Institutes of Health grant review boards. They have published many books. Dr. Bakshi himself has over 24 patents. These are icons in the scientific community. V&I is the only company to date that is known to have 43 published clinical studies and 3 patents with proprietary exclusive technologies supporting our finished product. By the way, we have 2 more patents pending in addition to those 3 that we already have. This is unprecedented scientific validation, and this provides actually an unprecedented superior advantage for business validation. So V&I scientific credibility assures that anyone who partners with V&I to do the business is promoting products that are made of the highest quality ingredients backed by peer-reviewed science, and most importantly, improve the health of other people's, which are also confirmed by actual case studies and, of course, product reviews. All of V&I's products use our exclusive proteasome technology. It's called an SK713 SLP absorption technology. And what that means is that supplements are absorbed 100% of the time in 100% of the people tested. And this is a depiction of what a proteasome would look like over here. And I have more ahead of me. When the proteasome technology was invented and engineered, our objective was to mimic cell membrane and body fluid properties. And this is a cell membrane. And the cell wall is actually the outer layer. But in the membrane, you see that it's made of something called a phospholipid bilayer. And the phospholipid bilayer has a head and legs. And the two heads and the legs, they join together like your hands if you're interconnecting your index finger and your pointer finger and your middle finger like this. And that creates something called the phospholipid bilayer. And that's an amazing molecule. It makes up all the cells in all the soft tissues of your body. And what we did is we tried to mimic that. And we did a pretty good job of doing it. One of the things that we found in our research, again, many supplements are difficult to digest. They don't get absorbed. And our products don't rely on the competence of the digestive system. So if you're taking other products, you can't be sure that they're getting absorbed. However, when you take V&I's products, our proprietary exclusive proteasome technology, being the foundation of all the products, assures that the products get absorbed, and our tagline is nutrition that gets in. So the proteasome technology is used in all the products. I'm going to give you a brief review, and then I'll do a little bit of a deeper dive. N-Sorb is the only proteasome technology enzyme product on the market, and it is absolutely setting a new standard for enzymes. A clinical study has been published, and it will show up down at the bottom in a minute, showing that N-Sorb enzymes boost metabolism, immunity, sleep, and blood health. Protavite is a VMP35 multi-nutrient complex. A published clinical study, which will show up at the bottom in a minute, shows that Protavite, which is V&I's liquid iron-free multi-nutrient complex, restores hemoglobin in red blood cells, oxygenating and hydrating the red blood cells in less than 5 minutes. That is a disruptive technological breakthrough. That is groundbreaking. Brain Award supports focus, concentration, cognition, mental sharpness, and is backed by 3 patents and 38 published clinical studies. And by the way, you can go see these studies when you go to vniscience.com, which you saw on a previous slide. And Thione Extra is an immune benefit and cell detox product that supports anti-aging and life extension. And there are the 2 references to the studies that were mentioned. So let's do a bit of a deeper dive. Patent pending N-Sorb, yes, our products are that proprietary that they're patent pending, is a proteasome multi-enzyme complex consisting of Diet Essential, which is a stable acid-resistant multi-enzyme complex that's activated in the higher pH of body tissues. It's not activated in the stomach. Therefore, we call it metabolically activated. The proprietary exclusive proteasomes provide for rapid and prolonged absorption, and this combination is exclusively formulated for optimal metabolic, digestive, and immune support, and by the way, blood health. There are no other proteasome enzyme products on the market. And again, we have peer-reviewed, published clinical research. You can go to vniscience.com and look at the research. You can go to PubMed and put in Steve Kushner's name, Dr. Bakchi's name, or my name in the search bar in PubMed and see the studies that we've recently published. N-Sorb's features and benefits include that its safety and efficacy is demonstrated in 2 published clinical studies and a 3rd randomized double-blind placebo-controlled published clinical study. And there's the reference on that one. Metabolically activated in the alkaline pH of the tissues inside the body on the other side of the digestive tract. The digestive tract is essentially an external organ on the inside of your body because it's open at both ends. And that's why 70 to 80% of your immune system tissue is there. But getting enzymes into the blood, all the biochemical transactions in the body, let's say around number 100,000 biochemical transactions every moment in your body require enzymes. So we're getting the metabolically activated enzymes into the body's tissues. It boosts and strengthens metabolism and vitality. It does support digestion of proteins, fats, and carbs. Your digestive system commands the highest volume of blood. It is the most energy expending system in the body that is not based on physical activity. And it supports intestinal health and elimination, boosts immune competence, and blood health. Protovite is really amazing liquid nutrition, and it is also patent pending. Incidentally, a 2002 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association states that it appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. And there's the reference down at the bottom there. However, digestive maladies are the most common disorder in our culture, as I mentioned earlier. So the most expensive supplement is the one that doesn't work because it can't get in, doesn't get absorbed. Impaired metabolism is a reduced ability to use oxygen and water, and these are the two most important ingredients for life, for cells to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste, otherwise known as metabolism. This flaw is the primary feature of chronic degenerative diseases. So Protovite is a proprietary VMP35 liquid multivitamin mineral phytonutrient complex. Its proprietary exclusive proteasome technology provides unprecedented and rapid, that means less than 5 minutes, and prolonged nutrient absorption. It starts absorbing in the mouth and then again in the small intestine. It doesn't break down in the stomach. It promotes the cellular ability to effectively use oxygen and water. And Protovite, another tagline we have, is liquid blood food. By the way, when this is manufactured, after it's finished manufacturing, it has an exothermic reaction. That means it heats up to 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit and stops. That's body temperature. There's not another consumable liquid on the planet that I know of that all by itself heats up to 98.6. And oh, by the way, we don't use heat in making the product. And we have peer-reviewed and published scientific research showing that Protovite restores hemoglobin to red blood cells in minutes. Go to vniscience.com or to PubMed, and you can put in my name. There are some names you can use right there, and that's the title of the study. Life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. And then we have brain reward for mental sharpness. And by the way, none of these products diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. This is just nourishment that gets into the cells of the body and restores the body's ability to do what God designed it to do in the first place. So we call this a patented course correction for your mind. There's the 3 patents. The unfortunate statistic is that 1 in 4 Americans will experience a mental health disorder. This is published by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Our bodies and our brains are so overstressed and undernourished, they're not as healthy as they could be, and this makes life a whole lot more challenging. Brain reward is an effective reward deficiency nutrigenomic solution that rebalances the brain reward chemistry or circuitry. Nutrigenomics is the science that studies how nutrition affects gene expression. So 38 clinical studies to date demonstrate that patented brain reward nutritionally supports dopamine sensitivity and function, helps regulate cravings. And by the way, dopamine is the pot of gold rainbow at the end of the pot of gold at the end of the brain reward rainbow. It helps regulate cravings. It supports weight management, promotes energy and recovery, relieves stress, supports easier detox, supports improved decision-making called executive function, supports focus, attention, concentration, and cognition, and most importantly, mental sharpness. So DNA designed precision nutrition is finally here. This is a reality. You take the GARS gene test and you can determine which VNI RestoreGen formula is your perfect brain reward companion product. There are 6 of them right there. There's the GARS test kit. So the patented GARS test and the RestoreGen formulas do represent a disruptive technological breakthrough in DNA designed precision nutrition. This optimizes your best brain reward benefits. The VNI RestoreGen products use only premium quality science-based ingredients to ensure the greatest beneficial effects. Remember, I was in the ingredient business for 24 years. I'm a fanatic about such things. Each RestoreGen formula is to be taken with brain reward in a 2 brain reward capsules to 1 RestoreGen capsule ratio. And then we have Thione Extra, the anti-aging and immunity super supplement. Thione Extra is made with evidence-based premium quality nutraceuticals, and it nutritionally supports DNA protection and the structure and function of blood vessels, antioxidant function, which includes glutathione and superoxide dismutase functions. SOD is the 5th most abundant protein in your body, and there's over 20,000 proteins. So that means it's real important. Thione Extra supports the function of glutathione and SOD. Glutathione is 2 steps down from SOD. And that helps to promote competent immune function, a positive nitrogen balance, cellular detox, and helps promote the healthy structure, function, stamina, and energy output of the cells. It improves mental clarity as well. It's anti-aging and life extension formula par excellence, and the life-changing benefits, again, are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. Wow, what a lot. You know, at this point, I'm going to turn this back over to Jeff, and Jeff Hooks is an amazing gift to V&I. He consulted with V&I for 2.5 years before coming on board as the president and chief operating officer. He has built organizations with top-line revenues exceeding $500 million. Please, hang on every word that Jeff has. Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, thank you so much, Bill. And as Bill stops the screen share, we're going to seamlessly show off our incredible technological capabilities. Ha ha. And I'm talking about myself, by the way. I'm going to start my screen share, and nobody gets hurt. We are almost there, and we are right back where Bill left off. All right, modern technology, gotta love it. So, you know what's interesting, folks, is you know, as I'm hearing Bill share this information, and I have been blessed, like so many that are plugged into this information session from all across North America, to be taking these products now for, well, I've been, candidly, I dabbled for a while, but beginning August 1st of last year, when I began serving full-time as the president and chief operating officer, I got serious about my protocol. And I got to tell you, folks, I take the Protovite first thing in the morning on an empty stomach with the brain reward, and now with the Restoragen. And every night, right before I go to bed, I take my N-Sorb. And what I want to share with you, we've got some healthcare practitioners that are plugged into this information session that are more scientifically gifted than I am. And you might very well be some of those, where a lot of what Bill shared, you know, is a little bit deep for me. But what we want you to understand is, as he shared very clearly more than once, nutrition that gets in. At the end of the day, what's so amazing about our products is the human body can do amazing things if we give it the proper nutrition. The V&I products nourish the body, as you heard, at a cellular level. And so what I can tell you is the Protovite it's simple, it's convenient, it's complete, 1 ounce, tastes great. Rinse it, hold it in your mouth for at least 30 seconds, swallow, and you're all set. It's simple, convenient, complete, tastes great. It's easy. You know, I don't have to understand and by the way, trust me, when Bill is leading scientific symposiums, when he goes really deep with our scientific advisory board in some cases, it is amazing the intellectual property that's tied into these products. And you got just a taste of that in the information that Bill shared. But the key is it's very simple to take. It's convenient, it's complete, and it delivers nutrition at a cellular level. It's like I've heard Bill share at some other symposiums where as human beings, all of us in a modern world where we're eating processed foods and packaged foods and a lot of dead food. We're not eating, raw foods, fruits and vegetables as much as we should, at least in my case. And what's interesting is, as Bill says, we're feeding our Maserati brains and our Maserati bodies lawnmower fuel and expecting them to perform. Well, with the V&I products, we're feeding our bodies high performance fuel. And it's amazing how the body can and will respond. And so I just want to encourage you for so many reasons. As we finish up this presentation in just a few minutes, please get back to the person that invited you, get your questions answered, engage with the products for 90 days. Give it a 90-day test and see how your body responds. The products are easy to take. Again, I take my Protovite, my Brain Reward, my new Restoragen, which is amazing. I've been taking the Brain Reward and seeing great results with mental clarity and reducing some food cravings in my world, and then layering the Restoragen, the new DNA design nutrition customized on top of that, has delivered such an amazing result. I felt the difference, and then the N-Sorb at night. And so for me, my story is the N-Sorb has helped me sleep deeper as my body rebuilds at night. And that's part of what the clinicals revealed as well. And so, as Bill said, we don't make, health claims. We don't have to, we don't need to, we don't want to, we're not supposed to. The simple fact of the matter is you give your body the nutrition that it wants and craves. The body knows what to do with it. And you can't be skeptical with yourself. So give it 90 days and see what happens for you. Now, with that being said, as I mentioned, there's a business model that's some of my opening comments. There's a business model that's tied to our company and brand that we're very, very proud of. And just like we're redefining the wellness space and nutritional science companies, where we're spending so much of our annual budget on scientific validation, current, past, current, and future clinical studies, R&D budget that is extraordinary for our size of company. We've been in business 5.5 years, folks, and we are just getting started. So I want you to know the timing, whether your interest is as a customer or in what we're going to share over the next few minutes, the timing of you learning about VNI is absolutely perfect. We are also a global leader, and we're changing the way direct-to-consumer relationship marketing companies are doing business, and we're very excited about that. So if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of creating an additional cash flow is appealing, for whatever reason, many of our partners, our authorized partners, that's the only way that we distribute our products is through authorized partners. We don't compete with our partners. We never have. We never will. And what's interesting is many of these men and women, diverse backgrounds from all over the U.S. and Canada, but one of the common threads is that there's a sincere desire for some positive change. They like to add value in people's lives. They like to serve others. We call it servant leadership. We're definitely on a mission, and many of our leaders, we talk about the fact that we're looking for missionaries, not mercenaries. And we really mean that. We're not shy about rolling out the red carpet. If you're attracted to the idea of creating a diversified cash flow, maybe it's $500 to $1,000 a month to pay off debt or supplement retirement or children's education, whatever the motivation is, we've got that opportunity. If you're focused on building a serious full-time business, our top leaders are doing extraordinarily well financially. And so I always tell people, don't let the small money opportunity bore you. Don't let the big money intimidate you. Depending on what your goal, what your vision is, we can help you put together a plan, and provided you take action and share these amazing products, which we'll talk about, you'll be amazed at the results and how it works. But I will tell you this, the business model itself is simple. In other words, what we do, the blocking and tackling of this is very, very simple. 3 easy steps. What becomes challenging is, like anything in life, is staying consistent, staying persistent, depending on the size of your goal. But 3 easy steps. Number 1, use the products every single day. That really is the foundation. We are not I don't consider our partners a sales organization, and I really mean that. We sell product. But I consider our partner organization a sharing organization, because they're sharing from a foundation of authenticity from their own product experience, their own product belief from what they've seen these products do in their own lives and with their own customer base and their own, in many cases, family and friends. So that's the fundamental building block that I promise you never want to skip. Allow these products, commit to a very simple regimen. Like I said, I take all the products that I take, it might be a total of 3 minutes a day, maybe 4. And that's it. It's a very, very simple. So use the products every day. That's the foundation. That's the building block. Number 2, share the products. It's more about education than it is presentation. It's inviting people to learn about the products, sharing the information. And by the way, you don't have to remember all this. We've got videos. We've got a marketing website that you'll have at your fingertips. We've got these presentations that we do live every single week, and then we record them. So you've got them available 24/7 to share with individuals that are interested in feeling better physically and doing better financially. So number one, use the products every day. Number two, share the products. And number three, if you want to build a team, and some of our partners just are building a customer base. We've got some amazing success stories of men and women that literally are just focusing on steps 1 and 2. But if you like the idea of leadership, if you like the idea of team building, if you consider yourself a coach or an influencer and you like the idea of assembling a team and helping mentor and shepherd them, then we've got that opportunity for you. And so that's where step 3 comes in, teaching others to use and share. So those are the 3 key steps. Now, when you do that, our compensation plan has a number of different bonuses. There's immediate income. So for example, let's say you shared the ProDivite with me, you invited me to learn about it, I plugged into this presentation, or I watched a video on your website, maybe you put me on a phone call with one of your partners, one of your success coaches, and I'm interested in wellness, I'm interested in feeling better, I just turned 54, which I really did, and I'm interested in, not just living longer, but adding more vitality to my years. So I place a product order, and let's say in that example, well, I place the product order today, you get paid immediate income on Monday. Business we do this week, you get paid next week on Monday. Okay, so there's in the form of a couple different bonuses. So that's immediate income. Now, number 2, there's residual cash flow. All these products are consumable. And what's interesting is most, not all, but most of our customers, most of our partners enroll in what's called our subscription program. That's so they never have to worry about running out of product. It's convenient. They're in complete control, can increase, decrease the shipment, the product order at any time. And it's convenient. You're in control. And we have a subscription rewards program that can give additional discounts off of the product pricing and also discounts off of shipping up to and including free shipping as an option. And so the subscription program is a wonderful program that most of our customers and partners connect with. Now, here's the way that works. Back to the example, you shared the V&I products with me tonight. I place a product order. I set up my subscription so that maybe 30 days, whatever date I set for next month in late July, let's say it's the 25th. I don't want to run out of product, so I want it to process and ship and I have it by the end of July. Well, guess what? You don't have to do anything. The V&I customer care and operations team handles all of that for you. We process the credit card, we package and ship the product directly to my doorstep, and you get paid again. So it's not a new customer placing a first-time order in this example. It's an existing customer with a repeat order. That's the beautiful thing about these consumable products. It's the beautiful thing about the impact of the V&I products. Very, very high retention, as Bill shared. And so that residual cash flow, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not something that's going to happen in 60 or 90 days. But for our partners that have been what we call sharing and caring for months and months, and in many cases years, that residual can be very, very exciting. And it's repeat income. So you put in the effort and then you get paid on an ongoing basis. Now, the third type of compensation in our entire rewards program, we call them thank you checks. For the company sends thank you checks for sharing these amazing products with people all across the US and Canada and around the world in the years ahead. Stay tuned for that. But the leadership development bonuses go back to the team building aspect. Zig Ziglar used to say, in fact, this ties into our mission, assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. That's literally what our mission, that's what the entire team, both corporate and our field partners, are committed to every day when we wake up. We're focused on blessing people and adding value to people's lives. Now, when you do that, Zig Ziglar used to say, you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And so it's the idea, I call it selfish generosity. And that's the way team building works with V&I, with our rewards plan. The more successful you help your team become, coaching, mentoring, encouraging, training, professional development, personal development, etc., the more successful you are. So those are the three main areas of our compensation plan. We're very, very proud of our plan. And by the way, just so you know, if you've got some direct-to-consumer experience, our compensation plan is extraordinarily unique. It is not a cookie cutter plan that you may have seen out in the industry. It's specifically designed to connect with the impact of our amazing products and reward the building of a customer base. We're very, very proud of our compensation plan. Now, and most importantly, what it will do in terms of helping support you with your joining the mission with VNI. Now, why partner with VNI? Lots of reasons, many benefits, proprietary product technologies, as both Bill and I have shared, that you literally are not going to find anywhere else. You don't have to get, I always tell people, this is an opportunity part-time from home, if you so choose, to launch your own business with all the upside potential and more as compared to traditional business, but without the baggage. I'm a traditional business entrepreneur before I learned about relationship marketing. So I've experienced the reality that many of you have of heavy capitalization to get started, ongoing overhead, employee challenges, cyclical income, legal exposure, all the things that in many cases in my world prevented me from really enjoying quality of life as an entrepreneur. And you don't have those headaches. You've got access to proprietary products that are exclusive, not available to anyone else. You've got the brand value, the intellectual property value of all the scientific validation. You've got all the resources that we provide for our partners to help you share these amazing products. No startup fees, no required inventory. You can work when and where you want, have the flexibility to travel if that's something that you're interested in. The compensation plan, again, rewards you based on your efforts, based on sharing these products with multiple different bonuses, and the sky's the limit, folks. I will tell you, our top income earners are earning a serious six-figure residual, but most importantly, we are just getting started. I want you to realize that we're just getting started. And so we really are, easy for me to say, we really are rolling out the red carpet as we expand. And we are in a tremendous expansion mode year to date, and as we look ahead over the upcoming years. So it's an exciting time to learn about it. Now, as far as what's the average partner, what's the profile of the men and women that are authorized partners with VNI? That might be a question that you're considering right now. And what I want to share with you is one of the strengths of VNI is our diversity. We've got men and women from all different backgrounds. As you see, they're doctors, lawyers, chiropractors, healthcare practitioners, MDs, I'm thinking real world with just the people I've worked with today, physical therapists. We've got stay-at-home moms and dads. We've got single moms and dads. We've got individuals with advanced educational degrees, in some cases multiple PhDs. We've also got very, very smart men and women that went to the school of life and did not get formal education at a higher level. And so what the common thread, in addition to having that desire for some positive change that I touched on earlier, is the men and women that have partnered with us, that have engaged in this mission, are committed to helping others. They're committing to serving others. We call it servant leadership. It's not a unique phrase that we created, but it's one that we live every day. And we're very much mission driven. The individual that invited you to learn about VNI, I promise you, and you've known them in many cases longer than we have for some of you, but mission driven and committed to helping people. And in some cases have been blessed by these products. And in turn, they want to pay it forward and share and care with others and do that. So it's an exciting time in the world of VNI. Now, what are the next steps? A couple of options. Number one, you might be at a point where you say, you know what? I like what I'm hearing. And maybe this is not the first information you've learned about the products or the business model. And you say, you know what? I want to engage with the products. So please get back to the person that invited you tonight. Get started with a product order. Set up your subscription. And I just want to encourage you to give it 90 days. Don't look left. Don't look right. Don't overthink it. Just commit to taking the products, whatever products you choose, every day for 90 days. Give the 90-day test, and you'll be glad you did. Second option is you might say, you know what? I'm liking what I'm hearing, but I've got some questions, and that's great. Get back to the person that invited you. They'll share their website if you haven't seen it yet, some of the videos from their website on the products. They might even schedule a call with one of their success coaches that can help answer questions, and that would be a wonderful next step. The third option is you might say, you know what, the products make sense. I don't have all my questions answered, but the timing is right for me to, I've been looking for a way to diversify. And let's face it, there are a lot of people that are looking for some financial change. There are a lot of people that I'm thinking in my own world, very good friends that are what I call dissatisfied successfuls. In other words, they're blessed with a good job, but they don't like necessarily the atmosphere of where they work. Maybe they've been doing it a long time. They don't necessarily feel appreciated. And so we always tell our partners, keep your day job. But if you want to build a plan B that can give you some options in a couple of years or longer or shorter, depending on what your vision is, then lock arms and let's build a plan B. And so if that's where you're at, then you want to get back to the person that invited you and have them explain the builder pack options. This is specifically designed for someone that wants to create a cash flow with V&I. We've got 3 options. The basic pack is a great way again, these are one-time orders for those that want to launch a business and create a profitable V&I business with engaging in this mission of not just taking the products, that's the building block. Take the products for yourself and your family, but also sharing these products, engaging in the mission that we have with V&I. And so the basic package you see there has $129 of value built in, free expedited shipping, some free product samples. That's a great option. We've got the promoter pack. It's a bigger pack, bigger savings, some free marketing materials, as you see there, as you see $186 in value built into the promoter pack. These are only one-time orders. You cannot even order them a second time. So we've created some significant discounts just to help our partners for that group of men and women that want to engage in the mission. This is a way to help you get off to a faster start. You've got product to use, product to share, some free samples, some free marketing materials. Now, as you see there, the Share and Grow Pack, this is our most popular option for those that want to create a cash flow, even on a part-time basis, and get off to a good start. You've got plenty of product to use and share, plenty of product to use for yourself and your family, plenty of product to share. As you see there, $297. This is our biggest value. We're digging deep on this. We've got some free product samples, et cetera, to help you get off to a great start, free expedited shipping. And as you see there, as a partner who purchases a Share and Grow Pack, we position you in the compensation plan with a 6-month head start at what we call executive manager. And basically, you're leaving no money on the table. It's a way, if you get active, if you get out there and share, it's a way of accelerating your return in terms of your compensation. So, however, we always tell people, listen, that's not how you start, it's how you finish. Those are just 3 great options that we built in to help you get off to a great start. So make a decision that's best for you when you get back to the individual that invited you to our presentation. So we've covered a lot of information. I just want you to know, again, we are so excited. I can't communicate with more energy and more gratitude how excited we are that you are learning about V&I. It really is a wonderful time to be part of the V&I family, part of the V&I community. Even as a customer, folks, we love our customers. We're working on some really exciting value adds as part of our customer community in terms of health and wellness information moving forward, in addition to just the simple fact that these products are going to make an impact in your life. And so thank you so much on behalf of Bill Downs, our founder and chief executive officer, on behalf of the entire V&I family. Thanks for joining us. Please get back to the person that invited you, the member of our partner team, and figure out what the best next step is for you, and we will support you every step of the way. So thanks so much. Have an awesome evening, and we'll talk soon. God bless. Bye-bye.